Hey, this is Victor Antonio, and welcome to my new series called Inbound Selling. Now, it's an odd phrase because we usually hear the phrase inbound marketing, but I want to talk about inbound selling. What happens when the call comes inbound? Now, inbound marketing is all about marketing out in the market and getting people's attention to actually pick up the phone or actually send you an email. And that's specifically what I want to talk about. See, in my business, in training and consulting, what I've noticed is I'm starting to get a lot of inbound leads. Now, when I get an inbound lead, what I'm starting to notice is that the buyer already has a lot of information. Why? First one is the shift, right? The internet has caused a great shift in terms of who has the information. And a lot of buyers are already in the buying process and have already looked up different items on the internet, different sources, different resources. So they're somewhere between 50 and 70% into the buying process. We'll talk about that in just a bit. So in other words, when the consumer emails me or calls me, they pretty much know who I am, what I have to offer, what do I sell, and maybe they just have some additional questions. And that's what I want to talk to you about. What happens when we get this inbound lead? How do we handle it? Also, social media has turned out to be one of these sources where people are now reviewing your information online, actually making the phone call to you, but they're also reviewing your information. They're looking at your profile. They're looking at your videos. If you have any books, they're looking at your books. They're looking at your brochures. They're looking at any type of information you have available, not only on the internet, but these different social media channels. Again, which makes the consumer, in this case, very informed when they contact you for the first time. Last but not least, I'm starting to notice something here. They don't want to talk right away. Here's what I'm noticing. Let me know if you agree with me. I'd love to hear your feedback. What I'm noticing is that people are reviewing the information online, looking at your product, looking at your service, reviewing your company, and then they're going to send you an email. Now, they've also looked at your competitors, what's out in the market, but apparently you've made the short list. So now they're sending you an email, and typically it's an email saying, can you provide me more information? Now, this is interesting to me because what I'm starting to notice, and maybe you have also, is that customers would rather email you first, maybe text you to get more information before really wanting to pick up the phone and talk to you. So, let's start here. If an email comes in, what do we do? This is the beginning of inbound selling. This is what I want to talk to you about in this series. What happens when we've done everything right when it comes to marketing and we've generated that lead? Somebody actually texted us or sent us an email requesting more information. What should we know? How should we handle that email? That's what this series is all about, inbound selling. How do we handle those emails in order to increase our close or conversion rate? Let's go to the first video and let's talk a little bit about the buyer mindset and also the buying process from the customer's point of view. Here we go.